Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to be here with you on this video. So this is just a quick video about the crazy end of May, June energies that we've been having. Now, I did do a full report of the June astrological update, and that was last week. So I'm not going to get into that much detail with today's video, but I would recommend you go back and watch that because that it kind of explains further what's going on with the energies astrologically. But I wanted to do a quick little video about the energies because I don't know about you all, but I have been getting slammed with ascension symptoms the last couple weeks. And I can just feel that energy is just pumping through us here on Earth. Like it's just kicking my tail the last couple weeks. So please let me know in the comment section if you're feeling, ascension symptoms too, if you're having the same symptoms, if you're feeling the energy real intensely, because I know I have. And I do feel it intensely, but, we're getting hit with, and I've been keeping an eye on the sun over the last couple weeks, but we're getting hit with a lot of, solar flares, X class, M class over the last couple weeks. We've been getting a lot of geomagnetic storms and coronal holes are opening up, and it's just all kinds of stuff going on from the sun. And it's coming our way and it's hitting us, but it's not just energy from the sun that we're getting hit with, because in that video last week I talked a little bit about these gateway portals that are going on from outside our solar system. So it's not just the sun that's hitting us with energy, we're also getting it from outside the solar system. So we had that portal at the end of May. It was the Pleiades portal, and that's the one where Earth is in alignment with the Seven Sisters stars and the Pleiades star system. So if you remember in my previous videos, the Pleiadians are a star race. They're a space boy race, and they're benevolent. But we're now in alignment with their star, Alcyon, in the Pleiades star system. So Alcyon is our central sun. And so now there's a portal because of that alignment and connection here at the end. It happened at the end of May. And so we're getting energy from that. And the Pleiadians are, they're helping. These space boy races are, benevolent races are helping to push energy towards us, because the goal is to help us to ascend and to raise our vibration. So we are just getting hit with not just sun energy, but things from outside the solar system too. Like light codes and protons and things coming in from outside. So we had that Pleiades portal with the, coming from Alcyon. But then we also, and I'm just looking at my notes from that video I did that week ago, May 29th and 31st, we had the and I want to say Alderon. I know that's not how you say it, but as a Star Wars fan, I keep wanting to call it Alderon. It's the Silvergate portal, and it's Aldebaran, I guess is how you say it, gateway. And I know I'm not saying that correctly, but I'm trying. But it's also high frequency energy coming in from that portal too. So it's going to help us with our intuition and deepen our wisdom. So all these portals and energy is designed to help us raise our vibration and help us on the ascension path. But, it's a lot for our bodies to take in. So I know, like, some of the symptoms I've been experiencing, like, especially over the last probably like couple weeks, has been really struggling sleeping. Like, I'm just struggling to sleep. And I always, in the last, basically since I started this ascension journey, I've been having issues with sleeping to some level, but it's been especially hard. Like, I just can't sleep the last couple weeks. And, I'm trying my best. I go to work and I'm dragging in there because I didn't sleep well the night before, and I'm struggling, and I'm trying to like take naps when I can. And, and that's the thing is, like, just listen to your body during this time. Like, if you need extra sleep, take a nap, do what you need to do. But I'm trying to get more rest and to go to bed at a decent time, and make sure that I have a nighttime routine to help me relax. But it's just challenging. So that's definitely been a symptom. I've also been feeling like I've been having a lot of ringing going on in my ears the last couple weeks, which is downloads of information coming in, light codes and stuff. And then also like a lot of third eye activation and a lot of pressure here. And sometimes I'm like, well, is it sinus pressure or is it my third eye? But I think because I'm having all these other symptoms and I'm not having any allergy symptoms, I feel like it's probably, my third eye. And then I have like these, and I know some people get this too with ascension symptoms, kind of like these strange, how can I explain it? Like strange pains going on in my head, like here and back here. And it's kind of like things coming online in your head, your pituitary gland, your third eye, there's lots of stuff in your head, glands turning on, that are getting further turned on, I guess I should say. So, and these light codes coming in, it's slowly changing our DNA. It's turning us from carbon-based to crystalline life form. So it's literally like changing our cells from the inside out. So you are going to have some funky symptoms from this energy because you're literally changing from the inside out on a cellular, molecular level. So it's just weird symptoms. And another thing I've noticed too, over the last like couple weeks, is a lot of like sometimes I get like this vertigo feeling or kind of like lightheaded dizziness, but it never stays. It just lasts for a few minutes. But another thing is like, and it's hard to describe this, but it's like energy. It feels like electricity going through my arms and legs, and I can feel it like going through my limbs. And that's something that I've noticed over the last couple weeks. And when I first started my ascension journey like 10 years ago, I used to get these symptoms all the time. Like every time there was a full moon, new moon, eclipse, every time there was something going on like that, I would have these symptoms, and they usually came in like 3 days before I got the full moon or whatever. I usually got it a couple days early is when it would start. But over the last couple years, that subsided. So I guess I've reached a point now in my journey where I'm not being quite as affected by those types of things happening astrologically. But I notice it really ramped up with my symptoms because it kind of like calmed down, is what I'm saying. Over the last, like most recent years, it hasn't been as intense as it was in the beginning. And now it's like the last couple weeks, it's intense again. So I definitely noticed an increase in symptoms over the last couple of weeks. And I think it's just the energy, coming in is just so powerful. It's just so high vibrational. And it's just, it's really hitting us hard. So just during this time, if you're experiencing these symptoms, and once again, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just a psychic medium that's going through some ascension symptoms and, ascending. But if you do feel like you need to go see a doctor, go ahead, go see the doctor if you feel like it's something that you need to have checked out or taken care of. But if it's just the symptoms that you're experiencing, just remember to like take care of yourself, just get plenty of rest, make sure you're eating good food and, food that, like wholesome, natural foods, light foods. Like I noticed, like I've really been in the last probably year, I've been really changing my diet to include more like, light foods. And what I mean by that is things like salads that, like light type of foods, more fruits and vegetables. I'm trying to eat more raw foods than before and try to incorporate that more into my diet and having smoothies and things like that to kind of help with the lightness because it's like the heavy foods now make me sick to my stomach. Like I can't handle eating real heavy food like I used to, like, lasagna and things. I mean, things are real heavy like that. I can't handle that type of food anymore. So I'm trying to eat like lighter foods, and I've been drawn to that, like eating more raw things, eating more fruits and vegetables, and eating more like salads and things that are more light and airy, high vibrational foods. And try to make sure you're drinking enough water and just taking care of yourself. I try to do like a salt bath at least once a week. Sometimes I use bentonite clay, which is good to remove toxins, and it's also good for your skin. And bentonite clay is basically clay from old lava pits, ancient lava pits, but I like to use it for my skin. And like I said, it takes toxins and stuff out of your system. But just, taking an Epsom salt bath, or taking, like, I use Himalayan salt as well. But just, like, taking these baths can help with the symptoms. It can help, with this. Because just remember, your body is going through a lot right now. I mean, it's trying to integrate all this really high vibrational energy, and it needs help from you. You need to take care of it, basically. Take care of your body, love on your body, listen to it. If you need to eat, high vibrational foods, then do that. If you need to, sometimes, and another thing I've noticed is my appetites change. Like, I'm not hungry like I used to be. I don't eat nearly, not very much, because I just don't have, like, my appetite's really weird right now, where like, I'll eat breakfast, and then it's like, I don't eat anything for hours. And I notice that I'm starting to go, like, longer between meals. I can skip a meal and fast and things. And it's just like, I'm not as hungry as I used to be. I've noticed that. And it's just little things like that that I've noticed. But just kind of listen to your body, eat when you're hungry. Don't eat when you're not hungry. Make sure you're drinking, good amounts of water and keeping yourself hydrated. Make sure you're sleeping, getting enough sleep. Make sure you're eating right and taking care of yourself. And make sure you're exercising and doing things that help keep your vibration high too, because that's going to help you integrate the energy as well. So, taking walks outside, spending time outside, like, I like to spend a lot of time on my deck, out in the sun, getting some vitamin D, and just kind of hanging out in the sun. And because I live in the forest, so I've got trees all around me with all kinds of wildlife, and I really like being out there. Like, that's my happy place. And I like being out. So on the weekends when I'm not working and it's nice out, I try to spend at least a couple hours a day out on the deck or outside. And it just relaxes me. So, or listening to music that you like, that relaxes you, and, taking the baths or anything like that, and exercising will help too. So all these things, just do whatever you feel you need to do to help integrate this energy. But we just have to be patient, because I feel like this energy is going to be happening for many months yet. Like, this is, we're going through this really intense phase right now, and it might ease up a little bit to help us, finish integrating it, but it's going to come back. So it's like, so I think over, the rest of this year, 26, it's going to continue to be intense with energy. And then we've got the solar, flashes that are coming. Then that's extreme solar flares coming from the sun. And, we could have those at any time. But I think it's like, I think what's going on, and this is my opinion, I think what's going on is these solar flares and all this energy hitting us is preparing us for those bigger solar flashes. It's getting us ready to, quote, come online. With these, and get further pushed with our DNA, and, into the higher vibrational place. And I think it's preparing us for these solar flashes that are going to be coming, and this, and even more intense energy. So it's preparing us for that, because our body can't handle getting hit with that really intense energy at one time. It's kind of like baby steps. Like, the sun has to slowly prepare us for it. And these gateways have to slowly prepare us for what's coming, because we have to allow our body that time to integrate. So thank you for joining me today. I forgot to say earlier in the video, please like and subscribe. When you hit the like button, then I'll send it out to other people that might need to hear this. And if you subscribe, then you'll get future videos. I'm trying to do about 3 videos a week of good information. And of course, some of it's, tarot readings, some of it's astrological updates, some of it's just updates like this about energy. But I'm trying to, like, get good information out there to you, to help you through this ascension journey, because everybody's getting hit with the energy. Everybody's ascending on some level, even if you're not really realizing it, but it's affecting everybody. So I'm trying to get that information out there. And thank you for joining me today. It was good just to do this quick little video, just to, kind of update on it, on the energies. So, and like I said earlier in the video, please put in the comment section, what you're experiencing, because I'm interested to hear what other people are experiencing with these energies right now. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.